I don't need a million people to march. I need a million people to pay attention. Martin Luther King led the March on Washington. Louis Farrakhan led the Million Man March on Washington. Like I said, I don't need a million people to march. I need a million people to pay attention. And we can do this through social media for social change. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I don't need a million people to march. I don't need a million people to pay attention. They pay attention to dumbass shit. So I'm gonna give them some dumbass shit and educate you in the process. I'm a whistleblower. I'm a whistleblower on the courts pertaining to the war on drugs, pertaining to the illegal war on drugs. Just like a squirrel, I'm trying to get a nut. You feel me? And I'm doing this in the light of day so everybody can see this. I'm a whistleblower, and I gave this information to our senators and our congressmen. I gave it to our senators and our congressmen. I gave it to President Trump. I gave it to President Barack Obama. It's for a federal investigation requested 5/8/2008. This was requested over 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And Marilyn Mosby got this. Johnny Olszewski asked for a federal investigation in 2019. 11 years after my incarceration, Johnny Olszewski asked the Department of Justice to get involved. I don't need a million people to march. I need a million people to pay attention. I was applying for Martin Luther King's job. If you deny you know me on earth, or you deny you know me in heaven. So I blew the whistle on your courts in your prison industry. I blew the whistle on your courts in your prison industry. Mainly the war on drugs and mass incarceration. Yeah, this is a whistleblower's application. And that's Chief Justice Roberts. That's Mr. All right? So I'm saying this on this windy day. You're supposed to defend my rights. That's your job, to defend my rights. Schellenberger kidnapped me. He locked up a whistleblower. He locked up a whistleblower, and you permitted it to happen. So now I'm going to the Senate and the House and the Inspector General and have a audit. I want to speak in front of the Senate and the House Judiciary Committee. I want to talk about the war on drugs and ending the war on drugs. I want to talk about mass incarceration in the prison industry. I want to talk about ALEC and the corporation ALEC and the money they spend in Washington, D.C. I want my freedom, and I asked my president for it. That's President Trump. That's Dutch Ruppersberger. That's President Obama. That's Dutch Ruppersberger. Everybody know Martin Luther King, and everybody know his dream. If you deny you know me on earth, you're going to deny you know me in heaven? Well, I'm going to do something that Martin and Malcolm didn't do. I'm going to leave you a blueprint for freedom. And we're going to go through the courts to do it. And that's asking for the courts to do it. That's asking for my president to do it. A federal investigation. And there goes the black book. Just like the House of Cards, I got one for you. Just like House of Cards, this is my black book. And we're going to talk about Maryland politics. City, county, state, and federal levels. We're going to talk about Governor O'Malley and the mob machine. Because it's all in the book. And it's all in President Trump's hands.